Identity change involves reprogramming the beliefs and values that define who we are. It is a process through which we adjust our self-image to better align our actions with our most ambitious dreams. When we talk about identity, we are referring to the set of characteristics, beliefs, and behaviors that determine how we interact with the world. Changing this identity means transforming that interaction in a way that reflects who we want to be, rather than simply who we have always been. This change is important because, without it, we may find ourselves trapped in a cycle of repetition, where the same patterns of thought and action lead to the same unsatisfying results. By adopting a new identity, we open the doors to new possibilities, attracting different results and manifesting a reality that aligns with our highest aspirations. Changing our mindset can be the key to unlocking a life of abundance and achievement. It is not just about altering small habits or adjusting your goals. It is about a profound transformation in how you see yourself and how you perceive the world around you. Today, you will discover why this internal transformation is the key to abundance and how to activate it to unlock the unlimited flow of opportunities in your life. Think of your identity as the operating system that governs every aspect of your life. Every deeply held belief about who you are acts as a line of code in this complex system, directly influencing what you attract, how you react, and what you can achieve. Regardless of the opportunities that come your way, your operating system will keep running this script, making financial ease, for example, always seem out of reach. When we examine the deeply rooted beliefs that define us, we often discover that they are not universal truths but rather old programming inherited during our upbringing. If you repeatedly heard as a child that you can't have everything in life, this mantra may have solidified in your subconscious perception, becoming a filter through which you see your own capabilities and sense of worthiness. Changing your identity is like rewriting this code. It is about updating the system with new information and beliefs that support the life you truly want to live. Joe Dispenza argues that reality is not a constant. It is shaped by the frequencies we emit through our thoughts, emotions, and, most importantly, the essence of who we believe we are. This transformation begins with the recognition that if you want a new reality, it is not enough to temporarily change what you do or think. You must change who you are at your core. This change is not about becoming someone else, but rather evolving into the most authentic and fulfilled version of yourself. When you shift your internal narrative about who you are, the external world starts to align accordingly. Not by magic, but because you have begun to operate at a new level of consciousness and capability. In the pursuit of success and fulfillment, we often fall into the trap of believing that more effort is the solution to every problem. If something isn't working, our first reaction is usually to increase the amount of work, time, or resources we invest. However, this approach overlooks a fundamental component. If the essence of our identity remains the same, our additional efforts may end up being in vain. Consider, for example, a person who believes that success is the result of hard work and suffering. Even if this person puts in maximum effort, they are operating under a premise that limits their ability to achieve success with ease and joy. Excessive effort may bring some results, but at what cost? And are these results sustainable, or are they just temporary peaks of success in an ocean of exhaustion? This do-more approach is a superficial response that does not address the root of the problem. True and sustainable change comes from adjusting our internal perception of who we are. If you continue to identify as someone who must constantly struggle to get what you want, you will experience exactly that, a constant struggle. Quantum physics shows us that our reality is directly influenced by our deepest expectations and beliefs. If you believe on a subatomic level that life is a battle, then the universe will reflect that belief through ongoing challenges. On the other hand, if you adjust your identity to see the world as a place of opportunities and possibilities, where success can flow naturally to you, then your external reality will begin to align with this new perspective. The key is not simply to do more, but to be more, to align your identity with the qualities and characteristics of the person you want to become. This doesn't mean that effort and action are unnecessary, but rather that they should come from a place of alignment, not desperation. When your actions are driven by an identity that resonates with abundance and possibility, effort becomes something that energizes you rather than drains you. Changing your identity requires deep self-examination of your core beliefs and the courage to redefine who you believe you are. Our brains are made up of billions of neurons, interconnected by synapses that transmit information through electrical impulses. Every repeated thought, action, or belief strengthens these neural connections. This process, known as synaptic plasticity, demonstrates the brain's ability to reorganize itself in response to learning or experience. When you hold a belief over time, your brain builds and reinforces a neural pathway that makes this belief feel like an unquestionable fact. Your brain, always seeking efficiency, tries to conserve energy by repeating familiar patterns and automatic behaviors. While this efficiency is useful, it can also keep you stuck in cycles of thought and behavior that do not serve your well-being or life goals. Reframing your identity requires the conscious creation of new neural pathways. This is achieved through the intentional repetition of new thoughts and behaviors that reflect the identity you want to adopt. The principle of neuroplasticity states that neurons that fire together, wire together, meaning that by practicing new behaviors and sustaining new beliefs, you are literally rewiring the structure of your brain. Neville Goddard emphasized imagination as a powerful tool for identity transformation. He taught that by visualizing and emotionally feeling as if you already are the person you wish to become, you send signals to your brain to start constructing a reality that aligns with that vision. This process is not just metaphorical but a physical reality within the brain. When you imagine yourself as prosperous, loved, or successful, you are actively strengthening the neural connections that support that identity. Consistently practicing these new beliefs and behaviors leads to the formation of new neural pathways, which eventually become just as strong as the old ones. This not only enables behavioral change but also shifts the way you perceive yourself. Thus, identity transformation, supported by neuroscience, is not just about thinking differently. It is about becoming a completely new version of yourself. When you change your inner world at this level, the outer world naturally follows. Quantum physics offers a perspective on how our perceptions and beliefs influence the world around us. This field of science explores how subatomic particles, such as electrons and photons, do not exist in a fixed state until they are observed. Instead, they exist simultaneously in all possible positions, a phenomenon known as superposition. This principle suggests that our reality is shaped not only by the physical actions we take, but also by the vibrational frequencies of our thoughts and beliefs. Your vibration refers to the constant energetic state you emit based on your feelings, thoughts, and underlying attitudes. Every vibration you send out resonates within the quantum field, which acts like a vast ocean of possibilities that responds to the sound of your frequency. If you vibrate with fear, doubt, or scarcity, you attract circumstances that reinforce those experiences. On the other hand, when you vibrate with confidence, love, and abundance, you open pathways to experiences that match those frequencies. Deliberately shifting your vibration aligns you with the reality you want to experience. This is not just about thinking positively. When you begin to identify with a version of yourself that is capable, worthy, and prosperous, you don't just think differently. You emit a new vibration that can influence your physical and social environment. This transformation is supported by practices such as meditation, affirmations, and visualization. These techniques help cultivate a state of being that resonates with the qualities of the person you aspire to become. The connection between personal vibration and the quantum field explains why some people seem to attract success and opportunities with little apparent effort. They have learned, consciously or unconsciously, to tune their vibrations to frequencies of abundance and possibility. By doing so, they influence what the quantum field reflects back into their lives. Understanding and applying the principles of quantum physics to your life can be one of the most powerful ways to initiate an identity shift that unlocks a new level of abundance and fulfillment. To transform into the version of yourself that naturally attracts abundance, you must start with a clear definition of who you want to become. Imagine in detail how this person thinks, acts, and feels about the world and themselves. Consider how they start their day, handle challenges, and approach key aspects of life such as money, love, health, and work. This clarity not only guides your daily actions, but also begins to reprogram your subconscious beliefs, aligning your vibrations with the experiences you want to attract. Next, act as if you are already that person. Embody the internal qualities of this new identity. If the version of you that attracts abundance is confident and decisive, start making decisions with that confidence. If they are generous, seek opportunities to act with generosity. Every action that aligns with your new identity strengthens your belief in this reality and solidifies the shift at a vibrational level. Emotions fuel transformation. Cultivating emotions like joy, gratitude, and love on a daily basis not only improves your present well-being, but also creates an energetic resonance that attracts positive circumstances. Transforming your identity is a process that requires time and continuous practice. It is not an overnight change but a gradual evolution, where you progressively shed the old layers of your persona and grow into the new version of yourself. This journey can be challenging, as it involves confronting and releasing limiting beliefs and behavioral patterns that no longer serve you. By committing to this transformation, you align yourself with abundance and possibility, allowing your external reality to shift in response to your new self-concept. Resistance often manifests as doubts or limiting beliefs, such as thoughts like, "This is not possible for me," or "I'm not capable of achieving this." These thoughts are subconscious barriers, built over your life as defense mechanisms to protect you from disappointment or perceived failure. The first step to overcoming this resistance is recognizing that these beliefs are merely projections of old fears and not reflections of your current abilities or future potential. This practice of questioning and reconfiguring your thoughts is essential because it creates a new neural pathway in your brain, one that supports the belief in your ability and worth. Beyond mental redefinition, it is useful to include practices that reinforce this new identity in your nervous system. Techniques such as visualization, where you imagine yourself achieving your goals and living the life you desire, help solidify these new beliefs in your subconscious mind. Another effective practice is goal-focused meditation, which not only calms the mind but also allows you to connect with the feeling of already being the person you aspire to become. Just as an athlete trains to strengthen their muscles, you must train your mind to reinforce your new identity, strengthening the muscles of your self-perception. There is no need to wait for a future event or perfect conditions. Change begins with the decision to adopt and live as the version of yourself that you want to become. This commitment to immediate transformation is powerful and sets you on a direct path to manifesting your deepest desires. As you align more with your new identity, you may encounter resistance, both internally and externally. Maintaining an attitude of openness and acceptance allows you to navigate these challenges more effectively, seeing them as opportunities to deepen your self-understanding and strengthen your new identity. These changes are a direct reflection of the new vibration you are emitting through your renewed beliefs and aligned behavior. Taking an active and conscious approach to shifting your identity transforms your life experience and opens doors to the abundance and success that once seemed out of reach.